Hi guys, and welcome back to this tutorial. In the previous section we have created a brand new function that was taking two parameters and displaying a concatenated version of these two parameters. In our case we took the first name, the last name, and created a message that displayed the full name, which is right there. In this section, we're gonna start to create a new type of function. This type of function will actually take a parameter, but this time will return information. So let's get started. First thing, let's go to Visual Studio. You can see my different functions here. And again, I'm going to create a brand new function. So again, this time I'm going to create a function called calculate age. And this function will calculate age based on the date of birth. However, because this function will return information, I'm going to have to, instead of using void as I've done before, I'm going to use int. So int calculate age, and then it's going to take a parameter of type int, and it's going to be the date of birth, or actually, to be more precise, the year of birth. Okay, done. Again, I'm going to press return and open and close our curly bracket. So far we don't have any errors. So the function calculate age has been created. Now I just need to put some information in there. So again, what I'm gonna display is age. So int age equals. So it's going to be the year, the current year, so 2021 minus the age of the year of birth. Done. Okay. And the next thing I need to do is to return this information. Return age. Done. So basically what we have here is actually something interesting. Is if I don't put this line, you can see that we have an error here because it should be returning information, but it doesn't. So again, until you actually return the information, you will have this name highlighted in red or underlined by a red color. So when this is done, the next thing that I need to do is to call this function. So again, I'm going to comment this code here and display a message. So maybe I'm going to call create a brand new variable called so int my age equals calculate age, and again the year of birth would be maybe, I don't know, I could put 2000, doesn't really matter, and then print a message saying calculated age is, and then just put plus, and again my age, and semicolon. Is that okay? So again, to summarize a small bit here, I've got a function called calculate age. It takes one parameter that will be called year of birth. So again, this function or method will return an integer. And then basically within this function, we create a variable called age. This variable basically is subtracting the year of birth from the current year, which is now 2021. And then basically we're going to return the age, which is there. Once this is done again in the function called start, we're going to declare a new variable called myAge, and this variable will be whatever is returned by the function calculate age once we have sent 2000 as a parameter. And then we're going to print the value that has been calculated by the function and returned and saved inside the actual variable called myAge. So that's it. I'm going to save this, go back to Unity, let it compile my code, and then run this code and see this message displayed in the console window. So again, I'm going to play the scene right there. And when it has started, you can see that, hang on a second there, yeah, you can see the calculated age is 21, which is correct. So again, this is working. And again, to summarize, the difference between this function and the previous one is that this function is actually returning information, which explains the fact that I did not use void in this case, but instead the type of the variable or the information returned by this function. In this case, it is an integer. Therefore, I just put int there.